Hi guys, my name is Adrian Niculescu and I'm very happy to have in this interview read Floren, who in my opinion is one of the legends from Warrior Forum. I've joined Warrior Forum in 2010 when I didn't know absolutely anything about internet marketing, and one of the first people I started following was Reed. So I'm very happy that he agreed to be with us today to tell something about his entrepreneurship journey, about his products, about how he approaches internet marketing, what's new in internet marketing, and what I value most when learning from somebody. And most of our audience is shaped exactly in this way, to learn more from walkers than from talkers, because people need today practical experience, things that work today, not that worked half a year back or 2 years before, because it is not relevant. Hello Reed, how are you doing?
Well, thanks for having me, Adrian. I'm doing well, and yourself?
Yes, as said, I would like to start bombarding you with questions.
Sure.
Um, what's up with you today? What are you working on?
Well, right now, I've got a launch coming up on Friday, March 20th. That's all about how to get joint ventures. So it's all about how to get free traffic from affiliates and JV. So that's my main focus now. So I'm in the process of reaching out to my joint venture partners, reaching out to my affiliates, doing finishing touches on the product, getting testimonials, working on sales copy, all those types of things, prepping up for that launch in a few weeks. So that's really what my focus is on today. I've got some coaching calls I'll be doing with some students, and just some general networking and a few more interviews like this that I'll be working on as well today. But that's kind of I guess, a typical day for me when I'm preparing to release a product. So that's I guess I'm in work mode right now. But a general day for me, internet marketing, if I don't have a launch going on, is I'll send out an email, I might check some stats, and I'm done for the day. And that's really the internet lifestyle. When you've got things going and you're just relying on your existing business and your list for cash flow, that's my typical day. But when you're preparing for a launch, you're doing a lot more to kind of get all those new customers in and make sure that they have a good experience, and you help your JV partners and your affiliates out and make sure that it's a profitable experience for them promoting you.
Many people, when they relate to internet marketing, they love the style the lifestyle internet marketing provides, but they don't focus a lot on offering real value to customers. Many of them are just hit and run. I have to be honest, this was my initial approach when I started doing that, because I didn't have a coach or a mentor to tell me what it's all about. So I bought different hit and run products, and I understood at the moment that this is the model which should be followed. What do you think about that? Building a business versus hit and run model.
I don't think the hit and run model is good. It's much better to build a real business. I've been doing this since 1999, so I started when I was 13. I'll be turning 28 in April, so I've been doing this a long time. The only reason that I'm able to stick in this long time is I'm able to create products and focus on products to promote that I feel are going to be around for a long time. I actually help my customers out, help them achieve their goals. And so if I were just doing these quick little hits, trying to do, kind of scammy products, I wouldn't be around very long, because I would lose faith of my customer base. JV partners would get lots of complaints and refunds from the people that purchased through them, so they would flee. If you weren't paying out your commissions or prizes to people, you'd have people that would not want to promote you ever again. So to be in this business long term and to really succeed with this and to have a successful business, you need to think long term and think about, what can I give that's worth 10 times the value of what I'm charging? And if you focus on that, and you focus on creating a lot of value, and you focus on helping people out and really helping them achieve their dreams and their goals, that's where you have a lot more success. If you can help more people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. And what I want is just to see more people succeed in internet marketing and do it in an honest and ethical manner.
Anyway, what is internet marketing?
Well,
How do you see it?
there's
What is internet marketing? Read's definition
that's
of internet marketing.
that's a really broad question, because there's really a lot. I mean,
What comes to your mind right now? Don't think too much.
there's a ton of things. I mean, how I do internet marketing is I build an email list. I pick a niche market out. I build an email list. I build a relationship with them. I sell relevant products and services to them, either as an affiliate, so it might be information products like ebooks or videos, or it might be software programs. There might be coaching programs. There might be live events. That's kind of my model, where I like to train people and inform people and help them achieve their goals in whatever the topic is on. Now, there's obviously other things. You know, people do AdSense or eBay, or they do CPA marketing, or they do video marketing, or they sell dirty pictures on the internet. I mean, there's all sorts of different ways to make money online. For me, what I've been doing the longest is promoting information products, getting people on that list, promoting the products, building that relationship with my customers, and thinking about long-term what will help them out. So I guess it's similar to, you know, being like a book author. That might be like a self-help author or a technical writer teaching how-to type information and distilling it to an audience. So your audience could be a YouTube audience, it could be a Facebook fan page, it could be an email list, it could be anything. It could be a Twitter following, you could be popular on Pinterest. For me, I like email marketing. That's what I found to be the most reliable, most long-term. Pretty much everyone online has an email address. Some people have several email addresses. So I like to stick with email marketing. Yeah, I do run like Facebook ads, and I do have videos on YouTube, and I do have blogs and stuff like that to drive people. But the main goal of those things is to get people on an email list, because I feel if I can get them on an email list, I can build a deep relationship with them, and I can promote various products and services either as an affiliate or my own products and services to them.
As Seth Godin said, there is a cool principle to be a purple cow, like to be different from everybody else. In what ways are you, if you are a purple cow, or maybe you don't like this word, this expression, but as an idea, why are you different from the others? I know that you are different.
I guess the main difference for me is I'm one of the younger guys that have been doing this, but I've been doing it so long. I've been doing this since I was 13, so over half my life I've been dabbling with internet marketing. I've had varying levels of success. I've had a lot of failures over the years, so I can teach a lot of different topics. I have a lot of confidence in a lot of different methods and strategies that I've made, that I've either had success with or I've had failures with, and I can share kind of what not to do and what to do with a lot of people. So that I think sets me apart from a lot of people. I'm in it for the long term, which I think sets me apart from a lot of, especially the younger guys that get into this. I'm not trying to knock anyone down, but there's definitely people that get drawn to internet marketing and they think, oh, fancy cars and mansions and, you know, supermodel girlfriends and stuff like that. And that's really not what I'm about with this business. I'm more about how can I help people? How can I give back? How can I, you know, be better in my community and help other people achieve more and be there for my children? I've got 2 boys, so I like to, you know, instill principles with them and help them out with their life. So it's the nice thing about internet marketing is that it allows me to do that. I'm able to, you know, talk to my sons, you know, either in person or on Skype when I'm away and stuff like that, and you know, just build a deep relationship where, you know, if I was working like a regular job, that would be a much harder thing to do. If I'm with internet marketing, I'm able to share my principles and my thoughts and things that I've gleaned from books, from training, from mentoring, from coaching programs, from seminars that I've went to, and I can share that information with my audience, and I can share that with my family, and hopefully help them become, you know, better citizens of the world themselves. So that's really what I'm about. And so I guess that makes me kind of unique. I think there's a lot of people that are very similar to me in that regard. There's definitely people that have been doing internet marketing as long as me. There's a handful of people who have been doing it longer than me. And there's a lot of people that definitely have a long-term view and are definitely, you know, customer first and focus on what can help their customers out. But I think a lot of that comes from maturity, and I think that comes from, you know, just focusing on this for the right reasons. You know, a lot of people get kind of seduced by, oh, I can be, you know, living on a beach, you know, sipping a martini, and I don't have to lift a finger. And yeah, you can run an internet business and make money while you're on vacation and stuff like that, but it's not very rewarding if you're not doing anything to improve other people's lives and improve the world. I've found that the more I've gotten into this and the more the longer I've been doing this, the more I've wanted to give back and help more people, and that's just exponentially multiplied my income doing that. So I guess for me, what I'd want to impart on people is really focus on what's best for your customers and help them out as much as possible. Now, you're not going to please everyone, and that shouldn't be your goal, but pick your target market and really help them out, help them achieve their dreams, their goals. That's the only reason they're buying your products and services. I mean, they could be out watching TV or going to a sporting event or anything like that, but they're investing in you because you inspire them, you share maybe a similar dream or a similar path that they want to follow, and that's why they buy products and mentoring from you, because they know, like, and trust you. And if you can instill that with other people and get people to feel very comfortable with you and feel that you're a trusted guide, a trusted consultant, a trusted friend, it's much easier to make a lot more money online versus doing hard sales tactics and just being a quick flash in the pan.
How do you approach the sales process? For example, you invite people to buy from you, or do you create the reciprocity by offering freebies, free information, and the buying actually is a natural process, like a natural follow-up? How do you approach this?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, when I do like a whole bunch of sales, I do a product launch. So I've got, like for instance, on my next product, I'm going to release it. It's going to start off at $4 for a module, and the price will go up by a penny per sale, and then it'll top off at, say, maybe $27. And so that will bring in just a rush of new customers for me, and they'll get a real high quality information product. It's actually a product extracted from a $997 coaching program of mine. So they'll get one of those modules starting at just $4. So massive value. I mean, they're getting videos and checklists and cheat sheets and mind maps and all sorts of content in that one product. So I feel it's kind of a no-brainer for a lot of people. They invest in that. They see the value. They're going to see some really high-quality one-time offers that they're going to take advantage on as well. They don't have to, but most of them will. And then they get to the download area, they see that, oh, they're getting bonus webinar with me, and they're getting a 15-minute one-on-one phone call with me where I'm not pitching them anything, so they're just overwhelmed with value. And I feel that creates a lot of goodwill. Like I've got a Facebook customer group where customers are asking questions and they're helping each other out, and that creates a lot of goodwill. I've got those phone calls where I've heard from a lot of people when I've done a phone call with them that I've completely changed their life just by answering a few different questions on a phone call, helping them out. So it's really kind of a give mentality, especially once they get on my list. Once they've been a customer of mine, they're just bombarded with additional information that helps them make a good decision and that reminds them of why they invested in training from me. So that's kind of my model of once they get in the door, once they've whipped out their credit card or they logged into PayPal and bought. That's what I like to do. Now I also give out free stuff. I also give out like free videos and free reports. Sometimes I do bonuses for things I promote. Sometimes I do interviews with people and drive traffic to those interviews. So I do things where I'm luring people in, I guess, if you will, with free content and free training and free strategies. Sometimes I'm giving those out to my list as well, just to build a relationship with them, build more rapport, build reciprocity that way. And other times that's just the first thing people see. They might be signing up for my email list to get maybe a free video or a free report or something. And so that's, I guess I do kind of a hybrid of both models.
And I saw a statistic that most of 80% of the buyers of products up to $30, they don't use them at all. Is it true or not?
Judging by the amount of people who actually schedule a call with me, I'd say very few people actually go through a product and take action, because that's one of the first steps that I encourage people to do. It's usually step number 1 or 2. And so if I sell like 1,000 copies of a product, for example, I'll have less than 100 phone calls. It'll probably be 25 to 50 phone calls who will actually be scheduled for that product, maybe even less if I actually break down the numbers on it. but it's really not that many that do it. Those that do, and they do hop on a phone call with me, usually have gone through the product, but not all of them have. Because I've had a few of them that have point blank said, "Hey, I haven't gone through your product yet," and they've scheduled the call like a month in advance, and they still haven't gone through the product yet. I've had other people that have asked very specific questions on, like on page 17, you say whatever, and I'm like, boy, I don't know what I said on page 17. You have to kind of give me some more details there. I don't remember what my exact quote is, and so there's definitely some people that go into a lot more depth, and they've taken a ton of notes, and so. And with that said, I mean, maybe some people just don't hop on the phone, or they don't let me know where things have gone. But I've heard things where people have bought like a home study course, and maybe it was like a 10-disc set, and there was someone who bought it and like disc 9 didn't work, and so they sent it back. But there were already like 500 or 1,000 people who bought this whole set, and no one else complained that they couldn't get disc 9 to work, and they were all bad in the entire set. None of them worked, and there was only one person who was like, "Hey, this isn't working," and the product creator didn't know until after this one person contacted them. So I do think you're onto it. I mean, I've heard things where people buy like a nonfiction book, and I think it's a similar stat. I think it's around 80% don't make it to chapter 2.
Yeah.
So it's shiny object syndrome, I guess. I think people need to realize internet marketing works. The strategies that I'm teaching, you're teaching work, and people would be well on their way to just follow what we're doing and implementing what we're doing. I mean, this is where we're making our income. This is what we're doing full time. If people focus on that and realize that this does work, they'd have a lot more success. Instead, people kind of jump from thing to thing to thing and don't really focus on anything, and therefore don't have any success.
So basically, this is the problem with the failure, with most of the failures, that they don't focus, I don't know, on one strategy or one thing.
I'd say the biggest problem is probably cash flow for a lot of them, because they start buying all these different things, and even when you're buying a product that's $10, well, if you bought 10 different $10 products today, that's $100. And you're overwhelmed with time going through any of those things. And the next day, there's 10 more products that came out that are 10 bucks a piece that are fantastic. And so, people just keep buying and buying and buying, and they don't consume anything. They don't take action. I mean, when I was starting out, I was a teenager, so I had a very limited budget. I was just reinvesting money that I made online and any sort of internet or other ventures. Like I was selling like candy and soda and stuff like that to friends of mine at school, just to make some money to invest in my business. So what I did is I would just buy training, and I would implement the training. And at that point in time, like a 20-page ebook was like $100 to get, because there were so few people doing this. And so people charged just a fortune for just little or nothing. And so I would get the information, I'd save up for it, I'd get the information, I'd implement it and make it work. And so that was kind of the difference from back then versus like nowadays. There's so many things on the market. You're better off picking one thing and try it out for a couple weeks or a month or two, and really focus on that one training product that you purchased. Make that profitable. Make your money back from doing that, and just keep doing that, and you're going to have a lot more success versus buying every single product in the sun out there, because that doesn't help anyone. It helps the person promoting the products, and it helps the product creator make a ton of money, but it doesn't help you as the consumer of the product. You're much better off going from a consumer to a seller. And if you can focus on that, you can focus on, I need to learn something, I need to implement it, I need to make it work. And once I've made it work, I can teach it if I want to. That's where you're going to have a lot more success versus someone who's just, I need to buy this magic pill and this magic pill and this magic pill, and eventually something will work. Well, it doesn't work that way. You need to take massive action on just one thing. I've had probably hundreds of things fail because I haven't really gone all in on that thing. Now, if I would have gone all in, I could have made it work, and I could have made it work a lot better than I had. But when you jump from thing to thing to thing, and it's kind of the flavor of the hour, and you just jump from product to product, you don't get anything done. If you want to do video marketing. If you want to do a blog, do a blog. If you want to build an email list, build an email list. Don't try to do all three things at once.
I understand. Would you recommend to somebody new entering in the market? What to do? To what to start?
Well, the thing that I'm seeing the highest amount of people have success with, the earliest amount of time with, is
Sorry.
pick a niche out. That's fine. Pick your niche market out. Build a targeted email list in that niche market. So you could use solo ads or Facebook ads, some sort of traffic source to get people to sign up for your list. So you're going to have what's called a squeeze page. You're going to have kind of an attention-grabbing headline. You're going to give away something for free. It might be a free report, might be a free video, might be free software, whatever. You're going to give away something for free, get people on your email list, and then you're going to build a relationship with them. Give them some free content, maybe some articles. Give them something for free to build some rapport, get them to know, like, and trust you a bit. Like some of my emails, for instance, I have an email that's in a follow-up series. It has a picture of my son and I in front of a frozen waterfall, and I have a story about it, how we went hiking on a creek with snowshoes, and we saw this frozen waterfall, and it's got a picture of us in the frozen waterfall, which builds a relationship. It shows that I'm a father. It shows that I do things with my son. It shows that I live in a very cold climate, I guess, and it shares that we go outside and go exploring. And I think oftentimes I get replies to that email. Oh, that's a really cute picture. Oh, it looks like you had a fun day. Oh, that's really cool. My child and I are looking to do something like that, or we've done something similar, and that builds rapport, and people feel like they know, like, and trust you a bit when you do things like that. Now, you don't have to find a frozen waterfall and take a picture. It could be anything. You could be at a sporting event. You could, maybe you know how to play a musical instrument, or maybe you have some other hobbies. You could talk about and interject that in your emails, and it's going to build a relationship with them. You can ask questions, do this rapport building stuff, because when you do that, you're going to make a lot more sales. So pick your niche, build an email list, build a relationship with them. And then what I would recommend is promote related affiliate offers. So let's say that you build a list, and maybe it's on blogging. Maybe it's, let's be more specific, maybe it's WordPress plugins. Okay, so maybe you're giving away a free report that talks about 10 different WordPress plugins that you use, okay? And you talk about these 10, maybe they're 10 free WordPress plugins. You talk about those plugins, you build a relationship with that list, and then you've got a very targeted email list where you could promote all sorts of different WordPress plugins or blogging related training to that email list. And they're going to feel like you're the expert, you're the authority, because they signed up for a free report on WordPress plugins, you built some more rapport and relationship about WordPress, and then you're promoting just WordPress offers to that list. You're not promoting Facebook products. You're not promoting eBay products. You're not promoting Amazon Kindle products to that list. You're promoting blogging products. That's what they signed up for. And when you do that, you're going to have less unsubscribes. You're going to have more engagement on your emails. People are going to read your emails more. They're going to click on your emails more. And people are going to take more action. There's nothing wrong with having having a big email list and promoting in different segments. Like you could have a WordPress list, an Amazon list, an offline list, an eBay list. You could have all these different lists and be in all these different niche markets within a niche. But when you promote that Amazon Kindle product to your blogging audience, it's not going to sell as well. You're going to irritate people. You're going to get people unsubscribed. You're going to get people mad at you. People are going to lose interest in you. You're not going to have near as much authority in that marketplace. And I've made that mistake countless times. I've done that a ton. I mean, I still mess it up occasionally, and I get the wrong message to market match. And you live and learn. It's not the end of the world. You can get more subscribers. You can get more customers, but it costs a lot more money to go out there and acquire someone new versus retaining them and keeping them happy and making them feel like they know, like, and trust you and can follow your recommendations because they have faith in you and your ability to give them the information that they signed up for, the information that they need to succeed in their business.
Perfect. And I wanted to ask what works today. And also I saw that you recently launched a Facebook ads training products.
Sure.
Can you tell me about that product? What is special? Because Facebook ads is a huge niche anyway, and you can speak for weeks about Facebook ads.
You definitely can. I mean, so I'll share my top 3 traffic sources with everyone on the call. Facebook ads is definitely one of them. I do a lot of Facebook ads. I do specifically Facebook retargeting. So I have what's called a retargeting pixel on my websites, and people land on my websites and I can show them relevant ads, maybe to get them back to my website or promoting an affiliate offer, getting them back on my email list because they visited a page of mine. So I use that on my sales pages. I use that on blogs. I use that on regular products. I use that if someone's bought a product, I have that on there. I use it on any sort of affiliate and JV recruitment pages. I have that tracking pixel on there. And so that allows me to create what's called a custom audience and do ads to them on Facebook. Now, I also do a lot of solo ads. So that's if someone has like an email list or a newsletter, I'll pay them up front to send an email out to their list. And so I get a lot of new subscribers and customers that way. I also do a ton of joint ventures and affiliates. That's when I do a product launch. Like I've got a product launching on Friday, March 20th. That's all about how to get free traffic from joint ventures and affiliates. And so from that, I'm primarily all my traffic is going to come from joint venture partners and affiliates. Yeah, I'll promote to my list and I'll have some Facebook ads running and things like that. But 99% of the traffic is going to come from joint ventures and affiliates. And that's how all my launches go. That's all traffic driven from joint venture partners and affiliates. Now, you asked about the Facebook training product. That is actually part of a $997 coaching program about internet marketing in general, and that's one specific module, and it's just on Facebook advertising. So in that module, people learn about the types of different Facebook ads, how you advertise on Facebook, how you do your bidding, how you find the interests to target, how to set up an ad, all sorts of stuff related around how to have a successful ad, the best images to use, those types of things that I've learned from spending tens of thousands of dollars on different Facebook ads and having a very good return on investment with my Facebook advertising. Now, in that training, there's it's like over an hour long worth of video. There's a PDF of my slides. There's a transcript. There's a mind map. There's a checklist. There's a bonus webinar that was over an hour of training. People can get a 15-minute one-on-one phone call, so if they've got any Facebook advertising questions or if they've got any internet marketing questions in general, they can schedule a call with me. And so we really just want to over-deliver and help people and get them on the right foot, because basically what I feel is if I can help someone make that first dollar online, they're going to stick with me. They're going to see that this works. They're going to be a customer of me for a long time. They're going to buy a lot of my products. B, a lot of them are going to give me testimonials. A lot of people that purchase products of mine give me testimonials. C, a ton of them will go out there and be affiliates and joint venture partners of mine because they know my stuff works. They know that I help them go from not making money online, maybe they struggled for years trying to make this work, to actually making money online. So they feel very comfortable endorsing me to their audience. And so by going above and beyond and really helping people out, it comes back tenfold for me. I get a ton of people that tell me I'm crazy for doing these 15-minute phone calls and doing all this bonus training and stuff like that, but I've seen the kind of returns that I'm getting off that small investment. I wish more people did it. I'm grateful that I'm doing it because it really sets me apart, but I wish more people would do it because it's just amazing the kind of results that you can change in people's life and the kind of thank yous you get from people when you take the time to actually help people out one-on-one, even just for a few minutes, and you can get them in the right direction and they become customers for life. They buy high-end coaching programs. They buy just about any product you recommend. They come back and they some of them email me or ask me, hey, I would like to buy this. Can I buy it through your affiliate link? And it's something I wasn't even promoting. And so I'll sign up to be an affiliate and I'll promote it. It might be a couple $1,000 course and I'll get $1,000 just because they have a relationship with you.
Yeah. It's very important.
It's amazing. It's very, very important.
Cool. Thank you very much, Reed, for the interview today. Amazing content and success with your next launches, and keep in touch. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Adrian. Thanks for having me.
Okay, cheers. Bye.